Now, the point you made, and I'm not avoiding the question, why did Gavin fire everybody? I wasn't thinking about the merger until after I got down here to South Carolina. I'd been up to New York numerous times. I think those guys saw something coming.
They didn't. They didn't. Garrett said he thought after you fired Bill Schultz and Don Jameson that you had to cut some fat, made sense, but he didn't tip them off at all, according to them.
Firing of other shows and the fact that I was down in South Carolina.
Yeah, I could have told them things weren't looking good, but they're like, well, we're not going to ask them. People don't like to ask awkward questions, like Bob with Shuley.
I'm not saying, hey, you should have known what was coming. They kind of knew. I
talked
to them.
They didn't. You didn't. They said
I was down in South Carolina.
They didn't see it coming. Another lie.
I'm not saying, hey, you should have known what was coming. They kind of knew.
They didn't.
I've talked to them. I'm not on the outs with these guys. How Gavin turned out to find out, the merger had gone through, and Gavin's company, Censored, was taking over the logistical end of it.
How'd that work out?
I still do my show. I'm a partner in the company. I'm not an employee. But I was not the guy that all of a sudden was in charge of hirings and firings. But I was, because I was.
Oh wow, so he was a partner, but he wasn't in charge of mergers and acquisitions or hiring and firing. That was Gavin.
Here in South Carolina. If I was in New York, I'd have been in the studio.
But you weren't. Were you, Blanche? You weren't
when that happened. But I was in South Carolina,
conveniently, safely, where no one could take a swing at him.
I was on the Zoom meeting.
Oh, that's ballsy, being on this. Hey, you guys, if you want to spit on me on the Zoom, go ahead.
When that happened. And Gavin explained to everybody the situation. This is what it is. There was a merger, and some of you people are not going to be employed by this new entity anymore.
None of them are. None are. They all got shit offers and shit deals.